the 49ers for the 2022 draft, this year's draft, received 2 third-rounders. Okay, well, let's talk about what those 2 third-rounders are. One of them was for Robert Saleh getting hired for the Jets and Martin Mayhew getting hired as the GM for Washington. Now, again, we can't do it simply. And again, I cover the 49ers, so that's why I picked this team, obviously. But I think that they're the greatest example for all these little nuance rules and how this works. So the rule says this: for a minority hire that leaves your team for a head coach or a GM job, you get not 1, but 2 consecutive third-round comp picks for that. Encouragement to promote from within. Well, the 49ers had 2 leave in 1 year. The rule says this: if you have 2 leave in 1 year, instead of getting back-to-back years, you get 3 consecutive years. So the 49ers got a comp pick in 2021. They got a comp pick in 2022. And they will get a comp pick in 2023 for Robert Saleh and Martin Mayhew together leaving. Okay. Now, they traded this year's 2022 comp pick for Robert Saleh and Martin Mayhew in the Trey Lance trade. So even though that pick was awarded to them, they traded it away to Miami. And Miami then subsequently traded that away for Tyreek Hill. Now, the second third-round pick that the 49ers receive is for Mike McDaniel getting hired by the Miami Dolphins. That's pick number 105 this year. Okay, so that's pick number 105, and they keep that one. They still have that. Now let's get to the players, because that's a completely separate, different formula. Even though it goes into the comp pick kind of discussion, the players, the way that you determine that, and the coaches, totally different. Does not qualify for the 4-pick exemption. So the players, the 49ers lost Kendrick Bourne for $5.7 million. They signed Samson Ebukam for $6 million. Those 2 canceled each other out. The 49ers lost to Kello Witherspoon for $4 million. They signed Alex Mack for $4.9 million, canceled each other out. Now we get into the players that they lost that they get compensation picks for. Solomon Thomas, former 3rd overall pick, definitely didn't live up to expectations. They get a 6th-round pick for him. He signed for $3.5 million, and they didn't bring in anybody close to that contract number. Therefore, the 49ers get pick number 220 at the end of the 6th round this year. Kerry Hyder, who the 49ers just brought back, they get a 6th-round pick for him. He went and signed for the Seattle Seahawks for $3.4 million. They did not replace that salary. Therefore, the 49ers get pick number 221. And this illustrates the point. It doesn't matter what happens after the first year. This is a 1 pick and done, or 1 formula and done entire situation. So the fact that the Seattle Seahawks cut him and he didn't live up to the end of his contract matters not. 49ers get that pick, number 221. And then the last pick that the 49ers get this year, which is the last pick of the NFL draft, is C.J. Beathard. That's a 7th rounder, number 262. He signed for $2.5 million. And that's going to be the pick for Mr. Irrelevant this year. So the 49ers, you can see their 2022 slate. Now, here we go. We're going to do this. We're almost done. I believe in you. And hopefully, whenever you're done with this video, you're going to understand some of this just a little bit more. I'm hoping. So let's go to 2023 for the 49ers. And I think this might clear some things up. Again, you get 2 comp picks for the coaching hires. And it's the last for both of them. So the Robert Saleh, Martin Mayhew hire, this is the last 3rd-round pick you will get for them. You do not get anything for them in 2024. Mike McDaniel, the last one for him, because he was just 1 coach, so you just got those 2 consecutive years, 2022 and then 2023 NFL draft. So that's the last one. So the 49ers already have 2 third-round picks, comp picks moving on to next year. Now, they lost Laken Tomlinson for $13.3 million. The guard, he's gone. But they canceled it out with the signing of Charvarius Ward for $13.5. They cancel each other out. Doesn't go into the formula. The 49ers have not replaced and will not DJ Jones' contract of $10 million per year. They don't have any space. I think they're at about $3 to $4 million left. So it's not going to factor into this. They currently, based just on salary, not snaps, not NFL honors, we don't know how he's going to do, that is a 5th-round comp pick. Then the 49ers have 2 7ths coming their way as well currently. Raheem Mostert, 3.1, and K'Wan Williams, $2.6 million. Now, NFL contracts are up big this year. There's still more free agents out there that could sign for more money than K'Wan Williams and Raheem Mostert. If that happens, it pushes them down. based on the current slotting on contracts alone, we don't know snaps, we don't know NFL honors, they are 30th and 31st in the comp pick setting. So, for example, if 3 more players sign for more money than them, the 49ers will not be receiving a compensation pick. It will slot them down. That pick, it will basically disappear, and they will not be awarded anything for that. So, for example, if you look at the 49ers now, they've signed Hassan Ridgeway, Ray McLeod, George Odom, these type of players, but their contracts are so low, they don't fit into this pick, and they're already excluded. So they do not figure into this compensation pick just because it's the non-CFAs gained is what the terminology that is used. Now, for example, the 49ers still have Arden Key, who played for him last year, defensive end. He's probably going to sign for $6 to $8 million somewhere. He hasn't landed yet. So whenever he does get signed, that's going to push Mostert and K'Wan Williams down, but 49ers probably going to get a 6th-round pick back for him. So if I had to project where the 49ers comp picks will be next year, they're going to get the 2/3 for the coaches. They're going to get a 5th-rounder for DJ Jones and a 6th-rounder for Arden Key. I think that's where that is. So hopefully, hopefully this worked and you guys all understand kind of the NFL comp pick system now through the 49ers. And we'll be able to understand some of these things moving forward with what the 49ers can sign, what they can't sign, and how that affects the comp pick. Now,